What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to today's video. It has been a few days. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Okay, so this is a Rayquaza. Now, if we take a look at these cards here, you'll just notice that they're just cards. They're not graded, right? It takes a while for them to get graded. So let's talk about this real quick. Currently, if you collect anything related trading card wise, you can notice that the cards themselves are really worth little to none. They have a little value, a few dollars to nothing. Like this card may be worth $2 or $3 just by itself. Now if I send this off to a company like PSA and I get it graded and it comes back at 10, while the grading fees are currently $50 a card, this card might be worth less than $50 just to get a PSA 9 or 10. Assuming this comes back at a 10 is the only resale value it really has. There is a market for other ones, but I really don't think there's a market for anything lower than an 8. But that's anyways. Today I want to talk about Pokemon coming on to Veve. Now, is there a chance for it to happen? Currently, with all the instability going on, with the errors we're getting on the platform itself, probably not. So far, I don't know what I'm talking about. If you click the buy now button on any drop, collectible or comic, you're currently getting the overloading or user overload, whatever error message pops up in the bottom, showing that there's just too many people clicking it. With that being said, I looked up the math and I looked up the numbers. So Veve, we currently have 1.9 million users, as to where, let's say, Pokemon Go had 166 million active users. That's 1.14%. Veve has just a little, let's just say 1% of the Pokemon Go active users. If we were able to convert those Pokemon Go users onto Veve and be able to take that crowd of maybe just say 50%, which is that would be like 300 million. If we take 300 million users from that platform and bring them over on one day for February 27th, which is Pokemon Day. It's Pokemon Day on the February 27th. Yeah. So let's say February 27th comes, Pokemon Day, and Veve was to present us this NFT of Pokemon. We don't know what kind of variation. Would it be a collectible? Would it be a comic? Would it be something lenticular wise? What would it be? I don't know. But if they presented us a NFT on that day and half of the user base of Pokemon Go jumps on Veve, increasing our 1.9 million users to 300 million users overnight, imagine what it'd be like to even open the app. If we're having problems with this number of users and we're expected to grow this exponential in the next few years, we are not there yet. This company has been keeping some promises that aren't really fulfilled yet. And that means if you really expect the growth which you expected for, your platform should honestly be built even bigger. You should have expected, we were only expecting this much growth. Well, why don't you 2 times it or 3 times it or 4 times it? Even though those margins have already been beat, you should always have your expectations higher than what your actual, what it's going to be. So what that means is a company always runs, let's say, earnings. By the way, every quarter there's earnings. Earnings for a company comes out. It's their balance sheet saying, okay, so this is what analysts come up with the number, and they say, all right, this is the number we expect this company to hit for this quarter. That means off of every share, this is how much profit we are expecting off of every share. Most of the time, if a company beats expectations by revenue aspect or by other logistic numbers, the share price goes up. Other times, if the logistics fails, then it goes down. And that means the stock price goes down as well, because that means the stock was overvalued. So same thing is going on here on Veve. If the platform currently has its expectations set very low, right, which it is, because currently we're only, I don't know what their mindset is, but their expectation margin should be higher than expected. Because if you want to bring the likes of Pokemon onto your platform, you have to understand the user base that comes behind it. So if they don't, grow on a technical scale here in the next so often, they're going to have problems. They need to turn their platform to be able to handle the users so much as Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, all these social media aspects. I don't know, this is what Veve has to incorporate onto their app. For the fact that they intend on being in the metaverse, Veveverse, they need to make themselves be a social media aspect kind of company, which you'll get what I mean later down the road. So I need these guys to really focus up and work on all these issues, because even though we're having them now, it's good that we get them out of the way, because if we drop some really important IP like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, any of those type of trading card games on this platform, and people's first expectations are they didn't even get to, sure, not everybody's going to get one, but the fact they didn't have a chance to get one, you're really just discouraged somebody whose first attempt wasn't even valid, and now they're not going to come back. So how many discouraged users will you have later down the road? Very many. Very, very many people will get discouraged with the fact that they're not pulling anything. They open the app one time and they click sign in and they get an error message. They're not going to come back. For me personally, I wouldn't come back. But since I've been here for a while, I know the expectations and what to expect now. But for a first newcomer, they don't know what to expect. Now, again, Pokemon is a crazy IP, and the company behind it is insane. The fan base has been around since I was a little kid, and every kid forward has heard of Pokemon. It's like generational passed down knowledge. So if we were to get any of these IPs, which I keep saying because I don't know what it'd be, I don't know if it's a collectible, what type of collectible it would be, but it would really increase the market supply and demand on our platform currently. Imagine if we're only selling the same recycled junk with no way of cashing out, and there's 1.9 million people on the platform. Imagine what 300 million people would do with the same numbers. By that aspect, everything would have to go up. It can't go down. There's not enough supply now. So now what happens? Well, demand shoots up, supply shoots down, increasing, prices go up. Boom, boom, boom. It's simple economics, man. Simple economics. So currently, that is why prices are going down on the platform. Prices go down because people are still trying to pick up new things, so they sell off all the other things with no way to cash out yet. They just sell to rebuy, sell to rebuy. So you get these ups and downs, up and down. Some guy makes a video about this, it goes up. Some guy makes a video about this, it goes down. But that is my talk on Pokemon in general. And why could it come to the platform? Maybe. Stay tuned for February 27th and see if they drop anything, any hints. Currently after that AMA they had last week talking about the bots, they did, that guy who owns the IP behind it made a little joke, but it would be amazing to see it come out. But I honestly don't think we are there yet. And I say we, like I'm on the team, but I don't think the app is there ready to compete at that standard yet. Because if it was, they already would have showed us, something along the lines coming into 2022. So those are my thoughts, those are my predictions, and those are all my things. Stay tuned for another video this week where we'll talk about Pokemon and what the entails of the NFT could look like, what it would be, and things like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and peace on the streets, son.